Hello, coolers, and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We are going to begin with Ronald Araujo, who recently talks about his improvement with the ball at FC Barcelona, saying that it frustrated me. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Joshua Kimmich, as it has been reported that Barcelona wanted to sign the German midfielder next summer, but the move as it stands is looking financially impossible. We are also going to be discussing more on that as well. So guys, before we get right into the full story, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do ensure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barca! 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 After signing for Barcelona as a 19-year-old, Ronald Araujo was initially deployed with the Barcelona B team, but did not take much time before he got his break with the seniors under Ernesto Valverde. The Uruguayan was evidently a special defender, and fans could see it when he made his debut for Celta Vigo at 6'4". Araujo is built like a machine, and his defensive IQ has always been beyond his years, especially in 1v1 situations. However, the one thing that has held him back on a few occasions is his ball-playing ability. He was often dropped to the bench in favor of other players, even as recently as last season, because he was not as comfortable in possession. His improvement, especially this season, is for all to see, though. Araujo opened up about this, as quoted by Veronica Buranti, saying that, "When I arrived at Barcelona, I touched the ball 3 times and lost it all 3 times. It frustrated me a lot. I thought that I could become better with hard work. I would stay back to train in a square. I would control and pass, and if we train in the morning, I would come in the afternoon to train again alone." Araujo further explained about he worked on his weakness. The 23-year-old is evidently a lot more confident in himself now too, which is evident with him attempting more courageous passes and carrying the ball into midfield every now and then. For context, Araujo completes 3.4 long passes at a 55% success rate this season and 2.5 chipped passes at a 50% success rate. These numbers were at 2.8, that is 52%, and 1.2 at 43% up until the end of last season. While he is no Andres Christensen and Eric Garcia, it is clear that Araujo's training is paying off. He has cemented his spot in Barcelona's defense alongside Jules Koundé and boasts of a brilliant 6 clean sheets in 8 appearances this season. Ronald Araujo, of course, is the best defender for me that we have, and it is very, very important for him to identify his weakness and work on it, and exactly what he's doing, because definitely he had this issue of keeping the ball, because normally it's not easy for a player to have all the qualities, but if Araujo can cement that, can purify all the qualities that a defender needs to have, then he's just going to further be the best that we have. And he's a fighter, he has a captain kind of spirit, and I think his integration from the B team to the senior team have been a miracle. Just like a joke when he started playing some few games when Valverde was in charge, and I don't think many people saw him to be the core of our defense like how we see today. We can see his rapid rise to prominence is paying off. Xavi likes him a lot. He's a player who knows how to defend so well. I think our defense this season have been so solid partly because of Araujo and alongside Jules Koundé, who I think the two best defenders right now in La Liga, and one of the best in Europe. So I think we are blessed to have those very solid players. If we look at our center backs this season, they've been doing so well. That is the reason why we have considered just 6 goals in La Liga all season in 18 matches, which is incredible, right? Christensen have been on hot form. at the centre back position. Araujo playing so well, Kunde as ever playing so well, and I think that is paying off. We can't win the league without good defense. I think having a good defense, will really push us to fight for many titles. So I think Araujo, of course, who have that total love for Barca, who love the Barca a lot, playing with all his heart for a Barca player. I think he's doing so well, and I think trying to identify his weakness and work on it is something that is something that needs to be appreciated. To carry the ball, to give some key passes, and increase the accuracy of that, which is exactly what we have witnessed. Because this season, to be honest, I think he's really improving on certain things, and that is one of them compared to the previous seasons. So I think it's great to see him improve. Then on to the final story of discussion. Of course, just before approaching the final day of the transfer window, on the winter transfer window, in January market, Barca were among the clubs likely to be active very much on that deadline day, as they look to sign a new winger or even a midfielder before the market slammed to a shut. However, the club were, keeping an eye on the summer transfer window and actively finding players that can join the club at the end of the season. The likes of Diogo Dalot, Thomas Meunier, and Martin Zubimendi have been muted as options for the Blaugrana, but according to Pedro Morata, Barcelona were also considering a move for Joshua Kimmich in the summer. It appears coach Xavi Hernandez wanted to sign the German international for the coming summer. After all, there is no secret that the Barca coach is a huge admirer of the player, who is regarded as one of the best midfielders in world football. Indeed, 4 years ago, Xavi had praised Kimmich and deemed he would be a perfect fit for Barcelona. And now, as head coach of the Catalan entity, he is keen to have the German at his disposal starting next season. However, journalist Morata suggests that Barcelona are not in a position to afford Kimmich due to their financial constraints. The Bayern Munich midfielder currently has a contract at Allianz Arena until 2025, and given his status as one of the best in the world, he is expected to cost a fortune. Barcelona, to that end, have been asked to reduce the cost of the squad by 180 million euros in the summer, meaning the club must find ways to generate revenue before they can approach any player in the market, let alone signing a world-class midfielder general such as Joshua Kimmich. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.